Everybody has challenges. Sometimes they're short-lived. Sometimes they're lifelong. When Stacey was born, she was typical and then she got really sick. And during the time of her being diagnosed with agenesis of the corpus callosum and then a chromosome disorder and eventually seizures, we were told that she wouldn't even live to see her first birthday. We had to readjust and rethink and refocus everything, and all of our decisions then became kind of controlled by her disabilities. Over time, we actually started to say, what happens if she lives? She's 17 now. We've seen the challenges and how they don't go away. They don't get easier, and you don't know what the next challenge is going to be.
Having kids with disabilities, people don't even understand half the struggle, and they think, oh, you have insurance, they pay for it, and they don't. There's so many things, even incontinent cares for, diapering for kids that are older. Insurance doesn't cover that. The wheelchair that my daughter's in today, it's about $6,000. Her gait trainer, I think it was about $4,000 or $5,000. Her adaptive car seat was $4,000, and her stander was $8,000. And for a lot of families, their insurance doesn't even cover half of it. And that's just stuff kids need to basically survive.
When Stacey was almost 2 years old, they decided that she would need a wheelchair. We got a letter saying it was approved, so we were super excited until we realized they only approved 50%, half of her wheelchair. That cost $8,000.
Most insurance will cover a wheelchair. It makes things really challenging because trying to walk with her through the dirt with the horses, it's near impossible.
Stacey eventually started to learn to walk when she was 5, but her endurance was really low, and so she gets tired really fast. So we wanted something that would accommodate her, so we started looking at jogger strollers. We couldn't find one that would fit her, so we had to get a custom stroller for her. They cost $1,500. Just starting, bare bones, $1,500. I applied for insurance. They denied it. Somebody got wind of that and donated the money for us to be able to buy her a jogger stroller. I mean, I was in tears. I was crying. My family was like, what is going on? And so when I told them, they were so excited. I immediately that night, I said to my family, I said, this, how we feel right now, is how we want to make other people feel. And that's how High Fives for Stacey was born. We named the organization High Fives for Stacey because the high five in general means camaraderie and support and cheering on and coming alongside, and that's what we want to do for families.
Good job!
When Stacey was little, before she had any other skills and had no communication verbally at all, she would give high fives, and she loved them. They would motivate her. She would work really hard, and then she would put that hand up for a high five.
Good, give me 5. Only one?
High Fives for Stacey is a nonprofit, and we help families with special needs by providing things that insurance denies. And we do it hassle-free. Some of the things that we've been able to help families with, we helped a little girl with speech apraxia be able to get into some therapeutic horseback riding classes. Another one that got a special adaptive bike. And we were able to help this one girl that has an IV pool at home for all her medicines and her food, and everything is through her IVs. And we got them a special table that could be sterilized to reduce infections. So one of the families that High Fives for Stacey was able to help is Ty and his family. And what we did for them was replace the carpet in his room, and we put in hardwood flooring. And we did that because Ty's in a wheelchair and the carpet was very difficult to maneuver his chair around, and it was getting ruined. And so we put in hardwood flooring. And not only has that made the room better, but it has also made an opportunity for him to be pushed around in his room, to dance with his family, and be a lot more playful and interactive as a family as a whole.
Are you ready? She pretty much has to have help with everything. She can't sit on her own, she can't walk on her own. And here, I actually found out about High Fives for Stacey through Saddle Up. I just contacted him and said, hey look, I need help with this upsie because insurance won't cover it.
She's the coolest horse. She likes me and she loves me.
It is a mobility device. It's like a vest that straps on the Kira. It has sandals that strap my feet into, I strap her feet into, and it also has a belt that goes around my waist and that straps on to the vest that she's on, and then we go.
She's cute. I love her.
Having the Upsy has made it really easy to be able to walk with her, and she can, brush the horses, she can go help feed out here, she can put them away, she can do pretty much anything that I'm doing because she's, with me and I'm hands-free. So it gives her independence and it gives her experiences that every kid should have.
When we come alongside of a family, we're not only providing them with a material item, but we're helping them realize that somebody's got their back and that we're here for them and they're not alone and that they have people to reach out to and that there's other families that are struggling too and that it's okay. We love the impact we're having on families and we want to keep doing it. And so we need your support and involvement.
Thank you, Advisor Stacey.